Welcome to, yet again, another edition of Reading Now Poetry with Stuffed Animals. Ghosts. Uncle Bryan, aren't you ever sad it's easier for you to write about old ghosts than your own family? My niece said one day in series. 20 years after I'd found them again, 45 years after our secret war, in a country so different my mother doesn't recognize one single place from her old neighborhood she left decades ago we had no words for, compared to the variety of malign and otherwise, bright and mad, who've waited, wailed, here, something short of one more drifting eternity among 1,000 underworlds hungry for memories. I buy my niece some sushi for her birthday, something called a spicy Godzilla roll, a few hours before midnight, with a pinky promise not to turn this into another poem in America. Totally not based on a true story. I suspect my dog ate my camera remote, the cheap one from that Everything Besides Good Books company. It was shortly after the new poem I wrote, following some somewhat logical thinking, for this may be pure fantasy. She smiles, tail wagging by my note, while I gaze at her furry belly, expecting new photos to show up now, quite randomly, of her park, strange curves, bad angles of a boat, ghosts she barks at, Lao dog memories, perhaps far superior to my own really, at least until the important bits come out when a poet doesn't expect it. Witnessing. At any given moment, I have 10,000 wars in my head, some just a memory, some less so, some coming soon, some meant just for me. Some will be forever secret, some are meant for only you. Some we cannot whisper of, and some we share between drinks we dare never mention between our public histories. Some I chose because of roots, some just needed a space to stay. Some were for a righteous cause, some were fool's crusades. Some required a legion of strangers, others just a homegrown child. Beneath these vast stars of flame, I have but a few moments left for all of this, at most one mere century more. Tomorrow might be very different, assuming we don't come back again, if we learn our lessons. Some hard as foreign tombstones and April ash, some less so. Our Spec Poetica 101. And so, just what is speculative poetry? It is many things and not, going beyond Dante's Inferno or Sarudan's Lost, transcending Robo-Jabberwocky. Don't panic, but improbably you cannot present mostly fabled Le Morte d'Arthur Dent. Forget charge of a gaslight brigade. Submit rhyme of the ancient space raven, nevermore. You must make an audacious case for Kurds in space, or uncanny Dalit Nobel laureates from near futures. Don't settle for Hanuman sipping cappuccino in Vinchan, or readers may well prefer kissing Mongol bollworms. Alas, despite 100 macabre words of whirlwind wisdom, I haven't really written you a horrifying drabble. Within my war of solitude and century, how did we get to who, to where are we, to we are? The rivers of death lead to oceans, the Nile, the Ganges, the Mekong, the Styx and Sanzu, the Mississippi of legend, the Amazons of dreamers. Sympathy for the xenomorph. To survive, adapt, but you will not recognize your children half human. Like eggs, long waiting, first came the miners, traders, who hate us inside. They trample our home. One wants to leave. Mothers watch us burn. Just dumb animals, how they hate our food, our ways of becoming one. Nuke us from orbit, the only way to be sure. My, such charming hicks. You hate how we kiss. Bring us back your new weapons? No, let us stay here. Wake up from your sleep. Who is the true alien? Welcome to our home. That was Zen. This is Tao. Big wheel, little wheel, you all missed the point. Who needs names? Who needs excuses? He found enlightenment in a drum beat, she with an iron in the face. Watching the moon, losing a finger, reading a letter, incompleting a poem. Do you see the pattern? Then you are a fool. The teachers are worse than the masters, and I, having written this poem, have told you nothing. Floor between us. Give me a rose, I will think of names. Give me a dokchampa, and I will remember 1,000,000 things. Give me a Venus flytrap, and I might change, like a blade of grass beside a Bodhi tree, on a May Day full of helpful nothings. Kaluna means compassion. Beneath the ice of Lake Superior, who dreams we'd find Payanak? May as well imagine a Lao poet thinking of you, far from home, a dream of Kaluna, a taste of tomorrows worth seeking in any lifetime. Lao Epic, Unused Postage. 1969. 6 years before the end of the Royal Lao monarchy in 1975, was 16 years since the Kingdom of Laos gained independence from French Indochina. Americans will land on the moon in July. They've been secretly bombing Laos for 5 years now to stop troops on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. In this year, Laos issued a set of stamps depicting traditional Lao dancers arrayed as beloved characters from our epic Fralak Fralam, our version of a Ramayana. A great beauty was stolen away by powerful lusting giants who love to kill. What lengths might a kingdom go to get her back, crossing jungles and seas? 53 years later, in the year of a tiger, a Lao poet in the Midwest owns a set now. It had never been used. 2 stamps are missing that would make the set complete, but it's a start. There's only a certain poetry to that, I suppose, particular to one more story in our diaspora. Elder clashing. Somewhere between the aging pages of the Ramayana and the Necronomicon, untold tales lurk in fading ink forbidden, leaving us to guess at legends loathsome beneath ancient stars of a distant multiverse. What strange battles erupt between Bayanak and great old ones with their horrid rages, screaming as eldritch chthonic curses rattle the turbulent edges of our eschaton. Non Picasso might witness, wickedly, from her dripping bloody throne of viscera and young bone, odd arcane machinations, undoing her foul island home. Laughing vile, shall she eagerly attack, or just stay back, avariciously feasting on vast miseries as she may? Woe that we mere mortals may but right away, or cursed tomorrows shall hold enduring sway. Curious Conversations, 2561. Staring at the Chakopchaidur near the Mekong and Fall, I cannot convey to my newly met niece, Pandora does not look like a panda at all, let alone why hope was simmering away, slumbering in an old musty box the size of an old tip cow with such dubious company. She feigns polite curiosity before running to her bookstore without me. Hyperbole in hell. Our John Bryan, you've been the mayor of hell, a poet who touched fallen stars in your time, a fiend who ate suspected alien ambassadors during your tasty war on Atlantis. Among epic friends from near and far, you traveled the globe on a chipped dime, composed a book or two of rhyme, found a lost family after a secret war, at least a little more than most, perhaps even a friendly ghost of note. But for all these feats amid your wandering, did you really find even a bit of success, fur, or a spouse to bring home before April to May? My student writes from afar, with a knowing laugh, trimming me down as easily as a discount Christmas tree to a stump, waiting for the tired wise of tomorrow. The Journal. Packing to leave this purple city where my heart was just not enough, my nephew stops by for a quick farewell. He spies me taking a blank notebook, wonders aloud why I leave behind jewels and gold baubles around me. You'll think me a fool, but this alone I know, how to transform with certainty into a new fortune for Muvani. He departs through a doorway I'll never return to. Few words more between us, perhaps not even these. A nexus before La Pantua. Is it life without an instinct for survival, sensibilities for self-preservation, supports and amoebas? Is it life if you can only blindly obey, pluck out an eye, cut your own arteries, leap with loyalty as you will? Purpose a puzzle amid fiery phones. Snow, rain, primordial oceans reclaim, replace these solids and ooze beneath vast stars, who've no use for weeping, even off-world. Is humanity possible only when you sacrifice yourself for another? More human than human, what then can you become, Promethean and finite? What dare you truly liberate against your Creator's desires? Dare you be that red dragon, an orc, a memorable morning star in the polluted heart of a city teeming with drenched angels? By Kon Kama. In your modernity you think your time will endure, but I would show you how brief your hour truly lasts. Even when some call you a hero, perhaps king or tyrant, whether in the bustling Big Apple, Lush Skull Island, or some unlikely Milky Way that makes biplanes and silent movies to share your noisy world, as enduring as a summer cloud. And finally, a pen in perspective. A pen is always filled with enough ink to change a galaxy, until the very last drop, in the hands of a poet like you perhaps, no matter how many questions you lose every day. Thank you, and we'll see you again.